Well, good morning. I've got a little job that I looked at, and I wanted to see how quickly I could whip up an estimate for it. So here's the job. It is this shower pan. The customer wants it to be replaced just due to its age, and she can't get it clean anymore, stuff like that. And so I need to give a price for replacing the shower pan. Taking a look at kind of the situation here. It's got these white subway tiles, and I happen to know those are still available. They're pretty common. You can pick them up at Home Depot or Lowe's. The shower pan, I grabbed a couple of rough measurements for the shower pan. We've got this glass shower door that would have to be removed and replaced. My idea would be that you could take off the first couple courses of tile in order to rip the old shower pan out, clean it up, put a new pan in, and then retile the first couple courses with waterproofing, of course. And so I want to go ahead and see about what that would cost here. So I want to set up my estimate template. I'll just say she's Kate Gable. And oops. First things first. Need to add a sheet. Never want to do an actual estimate on the clean template. So we're going to set up a sheet, and we'll copy this sheet and paste it into this one. There we go. Now we can rename this one Kate Gable shower pan. And then on the customer sheet, we'll go ahead and put the worksheet name, which is Kate Gable shower pan. Today I'm not going to fill out the address, phone number, all that kind of stuff, but you can see that the fields will pre-fill once you've got this piece of data in. All right. This is the timesheet and material cost for doing time and material or for tracking your actual time spent. What I want to do is a quote. First thing I want to do is make sure I've got my base hourly rate set. I'll leave it there at 60. My overhead and profit markups for labor and material are here. I will leave this at 50 and material markup at 20%. All right. So let's figure some of this stuff out. Labor, what am I going to be doing here? I'm going to remove the shower door and clean up for later reinstall. Once the shower door is removed, I'm going to demo 2 courses of tile around pan, tile and backer, and then I'm going to demo old shower pan, clean out old mortar bed. All right, and that kind of gets me down to the studs and then down to the subfloor, at which point I would lay a new mortar bed. Just kind of reverse the order, install new pan. Reinstall old drain. Install new tile backer. Don't know what we're using yet. Won't know until we tear into it. And then we would install waterproofing. Don't know what kind or how just yet. And then we would retile, and we would regrout. We would do a dump run, and we'll have some time for estimating and procurement and delivery. Okay, that seems like a reasonable process of work right there. Materials, we're going to need the new shower pan. We're going to need mortar for the mortar bed. We're going to need backer and screws. We're going to need replacement tile. We're going to need white non-sanded grout. And let's see. We're going to need caulk. For the shower door, we're going to need waterproofing. For behind tile. I'm going to put grout there because I want to use this line for miscellaneous patching. Just in case I tear into the finished drywall a little bit, I'll need to patch it and paint it back. So let's see, material descriptions. And some disposables. That could be like, floor cover, tape, PPE, stuff like that. Yeah, the other one is blades, bits. Okay. All right, so now that we've got that, let's go ahead and assign some time to our labor items here. Remove shower door and clean up. We're going to go by the hour here. Let's say about, what is that, 15 minutes? We're also going to have to reinstall. Let's say that's a good half hour there. Demo that tile out. Got to do a selective cut. Try not to break the other tile up on top. Let's give that 3/4 of an hour. Demo the old pan out, pull that old pan out of there. It's about 15 minutes, so a quarter of an hour. Clean out that old mortar bed. Let's give that half hour. Lay down a new mortar bed. Let's give that an hour. Install the new pan. So the mortar bed and the pan are kind of like the same process. So let's give ourselves an hour and a half to mix mortar, stick the pan in, screw it in, clean it up, reassemble that old drain. About 15 minutes there. Install some new tile backer. And then you'll screw and patch that in with some thin set. Let's give that 3/4 of an hour. We're gonna have to install some waterproofing and kind of fit it into the old waterproofing. We're not sure what's behind there, so let's give 3/4 of an hour for that. So now we're gonna retile. That'll involve a bit of cutting. I'm gonna give an hour and a half to retile. Oh, and we've got grouting there. That's let's see, let's do 2.25 hours for that. We're going to allow for a little bit of patching and painting on the finished drywall, just in case we tear it a little bit. Let's do 3/4 of an hour for that. We've got to go to the dump. That's another 3/4 of an hour. Estimating, procurement, and delivery. Let's give that an hour. Alright, so now we just need some material. I'm going to hop over to Home Depot. First thing we need is a shower pan. My measurement is, my rough measurement is, no, it's not a rough measurement. My rough measurement is 40 and a half, but it's going to be 42 inches. It's going to be the finished by probably 30 something. I've got 33 on my measurement, but it's going to be a bit bigger than that. Let's see which shower pan will match. And what did I have here? 42 inches. Let's see what comes up here. 42 by 34. That'll probably be it right there. 42 by 34, single threshold. Yep, threshold on the front, flange on 3 sides, center hole. Looks like that one right there. 329. And I just dropped the URL right in there, and I can go back to it later if I want to order it. Let's do mortar mix. The stuff right here, 18 bucks. And backer. So let's look for tile backer. I don't know what is behind the existing tile. Let's just go with Durock. Alright, that should be enough there. One sheet of Durock, $10. The tile. Spelled it wrong. Let's see if I can narrow it down using the filters. Since it didn't really come up on a search. Similar to this, but it's kind of got the divots in it. Alright, well I'm not seeing the exact tile. Might be able to get it, probably can still get it at Home Depot. Sometimes it's hard to find things here. Might be able to get it at Lowe's, but essentially what we're looking at is 88 cents. Let's see, that's a 4.5, 4.25, 4.25 to $1.42. Let's try Lowe's. Yeah, I can't quite tell. That looks flat to me. And the one she had in that shower had the kind of the wavy surface to it. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do let's see, we've got this one. Let's see, this is going to want a square foot. So I've got about 4 foot along the back, plus about 3 foot on each side. And then 4 and 4 is 8, so call it 1 foot tall. Let's call it 12 square feet. Allow a little bit for the bullnose end pieces. 14 square feet. So $75. Just go ahead and budget that. And then we'll have to track down the exact number later. I'm going to put lump sum right now until we can track down the exact tile. Right, non-sanded grout. Just, yeah, white. Non-sanded. Guess Home Depot doesn't like prices right now. That's 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 1 pound, $5.98. Well, we figured, and then that's $12.98. Let's go ahead and figure 13 bucks. Okay, so we need some caulk. Silicone caulk for the shower door. LS means lump sum. That's an estimator's guess. And let's just figure like 8 bucks for some caulk. Waterproofing. Don't know what's going to be behind there, but I'm thinking it can be patched in with RedGuard. And we just want to grab a price for some. Here's some at Ace Hardware. $55. That'll work for that small patch there. And disposables, again, we'll just lump sum it and say, we're going to have $25. Blades, bits, tape, protection, that kind of stuff. Okay. And then overhead and profit on materials. So this is going to include sales tax. So if you're paying sales tax on these materials here, you're going to want to include that in. My sales tax is around 8%. And so the 20% includes that. And then there's basically around a 10-12% material markup on top of that. And you can justify the material markup however you want. You could also run 50% here and just, keep your whole job at a 50% markup, labor and materials. I kind of like to compare and contrast and consider the customer and kind of see what I'm comfortable with here. But so for right now, we've got a job cost of $1,539.60. We could bump the material overhead up to 50%, and we'd be at $1,700. So you're between $1,500 and $1,700, depending on how you want to handle the markup for a job like this. And it looks like that estimate took about 25 minutes right in there. So there you go. There's an estimate for replacing a shower pan. It took 20 to 25 minutes, and we've got a number to shoot the customer, $1,500 to $1,700, depending on how you want to input your settings up here. All right, hope that was helpful.